Hey guys, what's going on? I'm not gonna be live long today. I was just wanted to make a quick live stream, um, to talk about something that has been on my mind for a long time. A long time meaning like days, I guess would be. Is that a long time for most people? Probably not. Anyways, I'm overthinking it. Today I want to talk about something that's like been on my mind for a while. Um, and I don't really like, you know, going over this type of stuff because, I like to avoid this as much as possible. But today I was talking with someone and they made me realize that I really do need to address this um situation, or I guess this topic. And really, I guess, I mean, right now probably wasn't the best time because like no one's gonna be here, but it's not like anyone ever um is here. But the thing I want to talk about has to do with me. And today I was talking about this person that's been bothering me a lot. Um, and if you don't know, basically like it's somebody like who keeps going into like people's channels and like basically like saying things about me, uh, like calling me names and like thinks it's funny when it's not. Um, and that made me really like it made me really upset. And I talked about it, and the only thing I heard was that um, you know, I need to man up and whatever just because I have feelings. And when I heard that, that really affected me. And I was talking to somebody about it because they're like the only person I can really talk to when I need something. Because no one else like replies right away or responds pretty much right away. At all. Normally it takes like forever, which is no offense to anybody that like I do talk to. Um, but anyways, the point is that like I was talking to them, and like I was talking about like how like I can literally never be honest about how I feel because when I am honest about how I feel, people tell me to man up and all that stuff. But then when I don't talk about how I feel, people are asking me why I don't open up. So the thing is, I decided I'm gonna like open up slightly about things, but I'm not gonna completely open up about things. No matter what you ask about it. And the reason for it is because I don't like being told that I can't feel the way I feel because it's not because I'm a man and I'm not allowed to feel things. Um, and so if you feel like I'm not saying enough or like I'm being like I don't know, whatever, it's just it's for the best if I keep it like mostly closed up and I don't say much, because when I start actually talking about like my feelings and stuff like that, it's like the only thing I hear is that I need a man up and that I'm weak and pathetic and all these names just because I talk about how I feel. I mean, one time I was on live stream and I was feeling so down. I literally like was talking about how I feel, right? Because like that's what people told me to do. And so I listened to them and I was like opening up and then I literally was like crying on live, right? Because like I was opening up about how I feel, and I am an emotional person. So when I talk about like things that make me emotional, I tend to tear up a bit and I cry a bit. And I was like crying because like, that's what humans naturally do. And the only thing I heard from people was like this was like back when people actually came to my channel, and the only thing I heard from people was, oh well, you need to man up, oh you can't be feeling like this, like why are you doing that, like all this kind of stuff. And it's like Yeah, well, how am I supposed to talk about how I feel when the only thing I ever hear every time I open my mouth about how I feel is that it's a problem because the way I feel is not valid. It's like there's no way I can talk about it. And so yeah, maybe I'll be like, like, oh, my day's not going well. Oh, so, this and this happened, but I'm not gonna talk about like anything that might even make me slightly emotional, because if I do, then it's like I risk that, like, the only that I'm gonna hear what I don't want to hear, which is that I need to man up and stop being weak and stop being pathetic, and all this, like, all that stuff that people say. um so I've made the ultimate decision that I am gonna only open up as much as I feel like I can without getting emotional. And if I even feel myself starting to get emotional, even just starting to get emotional, I'm gonna completely stop talking about anything. Because if I even show a slight bit of emotion, I know what's gonna happen, and I can't have that happen anymore. I can't let myself feel the way I want to feel, which is really sad because I want to be able to feel that way, the way that, like, my emotions are, but I can't do that because the only thing I hear from people is, well, like I said, I need to man up and I need to, like, toughen up and I need to stop being such a whatever names you guys call me. So it's for the best for me that don't um I don't say what's on my mind, because when I do, I know what I'm gonna hear. So, is this what I wanna do? Absolutely not. I would love to open up to you guys. I would love to be honest with you guys, but this is just not possible. And it breaks my heart that I have to do that, but I do. I do have to do that. I don't have an option. So if you ask me about my day, I'm gonna give you the shorthand answer of how I'm doing, and I'm not gonna elaborate any further because the second I do, I know exactly what I'm gonna hear. I'm sorry to anybody who I hurt by this statement. It is not meant to hurt anybody's feelings. It is not meant to be disrespectful towards anybody. It is just me being honest, because if I don't, and then I don't say anything, then everyone starts, asking the questions of, what are you doing? Why are you not, like, talking? You're changed. And I'm not trying to hear all that. So, for the sake of my own self and my own sanity and everything like that, um, I think it is best that I just simply don't talk about my emotions. And if you have a problem with that, you don't want to, like, support me anymore because of it, I do not. It's not that I don't care, but I'm not gonna stop you. Because ultimately that is up to you. Whatever you choose to do is what you choose to do. So if you choose to not want to support me anymore, you can totally do that. If you continue to support me because you actually care, well, I mean, nobody except, like, one person actually cares. But, like I said, like, if you choose to continue supporting me, then, like, I appreciate it. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna ask you guys to support me, because I know that most people don't even want to support me, because most people don't. 99% of people do not care. So that's all I can say. So you either continue supporting me, which would mean the world to me, or you don't, and that's totally fine, because that is your opinion. But ultimately, I am not changing my mind on this matter, and nothing anyone says will change my mind on this matter. Maybe in the future I'll open up, but for right now, as it stands right now, I'm not, because the amount of pain and the amount of suffering I had to go through today just because I slightly opened up about my feelings was incredible. And in a bad way, not in a good way. So I am at my limits with what I can really say. because apparently people want to call me fat and want to call me all these names, and then people are like, oh, you love the attention, you love, like, no, I don't actually, but no one, like, no. My biggest supporters literally said the same thing. They were like, well, they're not really my biggest supporter anymore, but they were my biggest supporter at one point. They literally said the same thing. So it's like I can't even be myself anymore. And the minute I lose myself is the minute I can't say anything anymore. Because when I talk, I want to be able to feel like I can express myself without having the judgment or the fear of being judged by others. But I can't. I can't do that. I can't talk about the feelings. I can't talk about how much I'm suffering, because when I do, you know what people are gonna say, right? They're gonna, you're turning soft now, and you're being pathetic, and whatever BS you wanna say. And there's only so much I can take before it comes to the point where it's like I have nothing left. I have nothing left. And at this point, I literally have nothing left. I have no bit of like hope for myself, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, I don't have hope, and I don't have like something to believe in anymore. I don't even believe in myself anymore. And it's like, when I lose that, then I lose myself, ultimately. And so yeah, it's best to put my feelings away and not feel this stuff than to have to talk, or not have to, than being able to talk about it when and then only hearing the negativity behind it. I can't do that. I can't put that on myself, and I also can't ask people to support me, because no one gives a rat's backside. I don't care how corny that sounds and stupid that sounds. No one gives a rat's backside about me. No one cares. That's the main thing, and I'm gonna probably say it a million times this live stream. Like, that's the biggest problem. There's only one person who if I need something, I can count on. Literally everybody else is like, yeah, just another person. That's how I'm perceived. Just another walking being. I'm not perceived as like a human being, or someone like worth respecting. I'm not saying you have to you have the utmost respect and never ever do nothing wrong, but like, no one like has respect for me, and I don't care how it sounds. I deserve respect. I do. And if you think I don't deserve respect, then you're not in the right place. This channel is absolutely not meant for hate, and it will never be a place for hate. That's why it's in my rules. Don't be rude, be respectful, don't be disrespectful to me or anybody else, and have fun. And so far, the people that have come as of lately, you can ask from one of my mods that was actually here. If you ask me as of lately, no one except that person, no one else has shown me a slightest bit of respect. And if you wonder why I talk about her so much, it's because she's the only one who decently shows me respect. She's the only one who like. Only one who really cares when it comes to the time to care. Now, if you think I'm being rude, if you think I'm not, that means that no one else respects me, then that's how you perceive it. If you don't want to talk to me anymore after this live stream, then you don't have to talk to me anymore after this live stream. But I'm going to be 100% honest. She's the only one that I can talk to every single day without hesitation. That's why I do. If I say, hey, I need a call 99% of the time, not a problem. The only time it would be a problem is maybe like when she's doing something. And other than that, it would never be a problem. Like, late night calls, not a problem. I mean, as long as I don't go too late, but still, late night calls, not a problem. And it's like, yeah, if I need someone, I know that I can, that they'll be there for me. And I'm not trying to be like no one else gives a dang, but at the moment, As if this very moment, there's not a single other person that really talks to me every single day. I'll say it that way. And that's the problem. And I know that because I say this, someone's gonna watch this live stream and get all mad at me, and then they're gonna send me a whole thing, or they're gonna I'd be like, well, like you don't care about me, right? Because that's how it is whenever I open my dang mouth. But I'm sorry, that I have to say it. I have to say how I feel, because if I keep quiet, it's never gonna end well for me. Ultimately. So, hey, what's up? So, yeah, it is what it is. And that's just how it has to be. I'm truly sorry if I hurt anyone's feelings or I made anyone upset. It was very necessary for me to talk about this, because I haven't been needing to talk about this for a very long time. I just never did because I was scared. But I'm not scared anymore to talk about it. It's necessary. And I need you guys to understand. That's why I'm saying it so many times, that like literally the only person that cares about me is her. She's the only one who cares about me. Like, genuinely. Like, will check up on me every single day, and will care if I'm doing well or not, and will genuinely be willing to talk to me if I need someone. It's like, no one else wants to do that, because they're like, well he's just like this and this and blah. And I know I'm a lot to handle, okay? I'm a difficult human being sometimes, and I'll admit I do mess up. I make mistakes, and I say the wrong things, and yeah, I do mess up. Okay, I'm not saying I don't mess up, and I'm a saint, but at the end of the day, no one's perfect. Everyone messes up. Everyone makes mistakes. That's a part of life. And people think if you mess up, you're just some sort of bad person, and it's like, no, you're just human. And part of being human is messing up, and learning from it. And learning from it doesn't mean it'll never happen again. It just means you understand, and you learned something from it. And like holding that against somebody, or saying that like they're not allowed to feel this way, or to use it against them, it's wrong. But people do it. A lot of people do it. And a lot of people use everything that I say against me, because apparently it's wrong to feel the way I feel, and like I'm not allowed to. But at the end of the day, I know I'm allowed to. I know I have every right to feel emotions, and that's because I'm, that's part of being human. Part of being human is feeling things, and I will continue to do so. So take it how you want, honestly, but I'm not done talking about it. Not yet. I'm just saying, I'm gonna say that 1,000 times, that you can take this information however you wish. If you want to send me if you talk to me, and you want to take that as an offense, and you want to write me a thing about it, go ahead. Go ahead. Because at the end of the day, I know, deeply know, that I have every single right in the world to feel the way I do. And if that means I lose friends because of it, then you weren't my friend to begin with. Let me make that crystal clear. If you're mad at me, or you don't want to be cool with me after this, then you were not meant to be my friend. Let me say that straight. And you were just not ever meant to be my friend. And I'm glad that we're not gonna be friends, because if I can't even express that I feel like people don't care about me without you thinking that means that I'm trying to offend you, then I don't know. And then I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you. But it's like every time I open like my mouth and I'm like, hey, this is like happening and it's really affecting me. And people are like, oh, well, so you're thinking, so now you think that I don't care, or oh, well, people can't read your emotions. It's like, yeah, okay, okay. And at this point, I am at the stage where I'm gonna just say, okay, and like that's how you feel, okay. You don't like me, okay. You don't want to be cool with me, okay. Like this is just your own self, and if you feel that way so much, and go ahead, feel that way. Feel exactly however you wish to feel. But when time comes and you realize that you were wrong, I don't want to hear from you again. And I'm gonna start doing that. If you don't want to stick by my side, you don't want to be by my side, and you even say, hey, why are you doing this? I don't feel like we should be friends or something. Fine, walk away. Because at this point, I am at the point where I have to stop caring. I deeply care about people, and it kills me when someone's like, oh, well, I don't want to be cool with you anymore because of it. But at the end of the day, I can't keep being like, well, why do you feel this way? Like, we can talk about it. No, because if you don't want to, if you even have that hesitation of being my friend, we've already, we've gone beyond the but we can't mend the friendship, let's just say that way. If you don't want to be chill with me, you don't want to be cool with me, please just leave and don't come back. Because at the second that you even have to think about being my friend is the second that the friendship was nothing. It meant nothing. So that's why I say take this however you wish. I am tired of caring. I am tired of always putting everybody before my own self. When the people that care don't show up, that means you don't care, basically. That's exactly what it shows. That you do not care about my well-being. What's up? How's my day been? My day has been horrible, and that's about the extent I'm gonna go with it. Yeah. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? But like I was saying, I hope you have a better day tomorrow. Realistically, I won't. I really won't. Tomorrow ain't gonna be any better than today. Unless some miracle happens. Today is not gonna be... tomorrow's not gonna be better than today. It can't be. Because yesterday wasn't better than today. So, realistically speaking, it probably won't happen. It won't. I appreciate it, but it won't happen. And I'm more of a realistic kind of person than a hoping kind of person, you know what I'm saying? And statistically speaking, my days, they have not been getting better. They've been getting worse, not better. Not even in the slightest. Like there wasn't even a slightest improvement in my days as of recently. So I appreciate it. I do. It ain't gonna happen. It's not. It's really not. Anyways, like I was saying before that, yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing that because the people don't want to show up or don't want to care. And when people don't care about how I'm doing, I can't care about how they're doing. It's kind of the path I have to go in, not one that I didn't want to go in, because I always put people before myself. I always have done that. Like I've always cared about other people's. That's why I check up on every single person in the world. I always check up on every single person that comes to my live stream. I was like, hey, you okay? But now I'm gonna have to start doing the. Oh, you asked about my day. That's cool. And then maybe I'll ask about your day, but I can't say that I'm gonna ask about your day because I can't even ask about your day because maybe I'll offend you in some way, you know. And I'm just gotta start doing that, and that's the route I'm gonna have to go in. Start only really caring about whatever I think, because apparently when I start caring about what other people think, it's a problem. And whenever I start opening my mouth, I start talking about what's going on inside my brain, it's a problem. And when I don't, it's a problem. And I'd rather it be a problem that I don't than it being a problem that I do. Because if you get mad at me that I'm not opening about how I'm doing, that's fine. If I open up and then you're mad about that, then we have a problem. Then we have a problem. Then that's a problem. And that's where I draw the line. You know, that's where I draw the line. I'm like, okay, enough is enough. So, it's a lot better. Do I want to bottle up my feelings? No. But I have to. Sadly, I have to. I do not have a choice on the matter. Because unless I want to suffer the rest of my days on YouTube because people want to be like, oh, I'm so much better than you. Why are you doing this? Then I just rather keep my mouth shut and not talk about my feelings. So the extent that I'm ever going to go about telling someone about my day on YouTube is that my day is however it is. And today, all I'm going to say, my day's been going horrible. That's I draw a line, don't say nothing else. If they ask why, I don't talk about it. I just say, nope. Not going to talk about it, and then that's it. Move on. Because it is my limit. It's my limit. It's been my limit, and the only reason that I ever expressed this being the way I've been feeling is because someone told me you gotta be honest. Basically told me I have to be honest, and I do honestly have to be honest. It's the only way I'll ever get the message through that I can't continue to care about people who don't care if I was not to go live ever again. If I was not to go live ever again, do you think a single person on here would check up on me? No. The only person that would check up on me is that one person, because that one person actually cares about how I'm doing. It's crazy, and I still don't believe it, but they do. They do. My brain won't believe it, but they do. Regardless of what you have to say about that, is what it is. And yeah, no, that was a lot to say, and I'm probably gonna reinforce the major things that I said in here again, but it had to be said. And I'm not trying to offend nobody. If you're watching this, you're like, he really hurt my feelings. That's not what I'm trying to do. I just have to be like this to get my message across, because if I say this in any other way, people are going to think I'm joking. And I'm not joking. I'm not playing no games with y'all. I'm being dead serious. Like, I have been feeling like this since, like, I've been feeling like this since November, and I have not expressed it, because the last time I expressed it, I feel like no one cares about me. I received a paragraph being like, oh, so you don't get, we can't tell that you're not okay if you don't say anything. So then I was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry for this. This is just how I've been feeling. This is me not bottling up my feelings no more, and me saying, okay, you know what, it's enough. And I mean, yeah, from now on I am, but at least I'm expressing it because it has been a concern. And the only way to get my message across that I've been struggling and is a concern of mine is to tell you guys. So I'm telling you guys, I'm at my limit. That's it. I am at the point where there is nothing else that can be said or done to change your guys' opinion of me. You guys always think I'm a horrible human being. And if that's how you really feel, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But if you feel like I'm a horrible human being and you don't want to talk to me, then don't ever come back. Don't come back like months later and be like, hey man, it's been a while. No. If you don't want to talk to me, please do me a favor and do not chat with me. Do not check up on me. Do not even interact with me, because people keep faking it and I am not letting it happen anymore. You want to be a fake? Then act like one. Then act like a fake. Don't come back to this channel. Don't check up on me. Don't do anything. But just stay out of my life. Let me live my life. I'll let every single person live their life as long as you don't start something with me. When you start something with me, ooh, you start something with me, but when you don't start something with me, you just let me live my life. I'll let you live your life perfectly fine. You don't want to talk to me? Fine. I ain't hurt by it. It's life. People don't want to talk to me all the freaking time. But the difference is that when people don't want to talk to me, they actually leave me alone. People here, you don't want to talk to me, you check up on me 3 months later, like I give a dang. I'm like, no. How am I doing? Do you care? No. So don't check up on me. Don't check up on me. Do not ask about my day. Do not ask about how I'm doing. Do not even think about it. Because you don't care. Now, if later on you care about me, still don't check up on me. Still don't care. Because at the end of the day, in my back of my mind, when you decide not to come to my channel anymore for longer than a week, like this guy, Mr. Block, let's take him for example, he has not checked up on me in months. In months. I don't think he even cares. I bet you he came for 5 seconds and now does not give a dang about my existence. And that's fine. I'm not out here hating on him or telling you guys he's a bad person. In fact, Mr. Block, he's an amazing person. He's an amazing person. But all I'm saying is, he probably doesn't care much. Because the people who care are gonna continuously support. No matter if I change the content I make, no matter if I go from negative to positive, no matter how my emotions are, you're gonna continue to support. That's true supporting. Whether I'm okay, whether I'm not okay, whether no matter what, you're gonna check up on me often. Not just once in a while, but often. I'm not expecting every single day, alright? That's not what I'm saying. That's unrealistic, because people have a life. Shoot, I have a life. I don't go live every day because I have a life. But like when you start to not check up on me ever, and you rarely ever come to my channel, that is the point where my brain immediately switches to, you don't care. And so when you come back, I'm like, what's up? And my brain's thinking, well, what do they want? I'm sorry, but that's how my brain works. Because my brain is at that point where it's like, oh yeah, in no way, shape, or form do you care about my existence. You don't. Again, I apologize if I hurt any of your guys' feelings, or if I made anybody feel like, bad. But I am just. It has just been at the point where it's like I can't even shed a single bit of emotion, and so now it's at the point where this is the new year. This is the new year. I need to change. Okay, I need to somehow change my ways, because I cannot have another year like last year. Last year, oh my goodness, the amount of hate, the amount of hate, the amount of the negativity, the amount of ignoring me and then coming back and then backstabbing me, the amount of friendships that have been broken, the amount of people who said that they care about me, like they love me, right, and then they don't. It's like the amount of like mental negativity I have received last year has been horrible, and it is the 4th of January, or the 4th of January, and I needed to change. I needed to stop, because in the back of my mind, it has been there for such a long time, and I'm not gonna lie, at night, when I think about everything that goes on with my day, because I'm an overthinker and I've been social media, so I can't sleep at night, I think about what goes on in the day. And I'm like, dang, how bad of a person am I? When all I do is let people hurt me, and then they just think it's okay. But it's not. So, my new thing on my channel is, if you disrespect me, you get timed out. You disrespect me again, you're gone. Don't come back to my channel. And if you don't care about me, please do not return to my channel. Please do not. Okay? Because what I'm going to do on my channel, I'm going to freestyle. I might play the piano. I might play the guitar. But I'm going to freestyle and play the piano, do that, and chat. Chat about stuff. Random stuff. Okay? And that's what my channel is about, and that's all my channel is going to be about. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here and talk about my emotions like I used to, because all I hear is hate. All I hear is disrespect. All I hear is all the things that I can't stand to hear. You guys know it better than anyone else. I cannot stand hate. I cannot handle hate the way people do when they just say, oh yeah, you know what, I'm gonna delete this and I'm gonna block them and then like I forget about it. No, I can't forget about it because it's gonna be in the back of my mind for the rest of like, I don't know, for months. And then the second I forget about it, someone has to remind me again, and then I remember about it. It's like this Hong Kong guy. Let me take him for a big example. This guy. I forgot his existence for some time until he came back and started hating on me and calling me names and basically just insulting me in any way possible. Then I had to be reminded of it. Then I have to be reminded of how bad of a person he is. And he thinks he's so slick with it, but he's not. But he's another story. Because for him, I have zero respect for him. He has shown me every single reason why I do not respect anything about this guy. In fact, I don't have hatred for anyone except that guy. Even the people who have backstabbed me, even the people who have wronged me, even the people who have made fun of me and bullied me. I don't have hatred for them as much as I have hatred for this jerk. Because of the fact he claimed he was an OG. He claimed he was my supporter. He said, oh, I'll leave you alone, and oh, I'll do this and that. No, yeah, no, you don't give it, because the second I say no, you're just going to go backstab me, right? I didn't talk bad about him. I didn't say anything bad about him until he started doing this to me. Until he came to he went to my friend's channel and starts telling my friends things about me, or says like, Marco, stop doing this. Now, do my friends believe them? Heck no. Heck nah. They didn't. I mean, my friends aren't my friends for a reason, but that's a different reason than that. But the point is that, like, the reason I took everyone out of my bio is because this year, I'm only putting the people in my bio who deserve to be in my bio. And right now, only one person deserves to be in my bio, and I'm gonna put her in my bio right after this live stream. But right now, only one person deserves to be in my bio because they stand up for me. They have been in my live streams. They come to almost all of my live streams and show me tons of support. They make me smile every single day because they come to my live almost every single day. They comment. They help out. If I get hate, they help me out. They make me feel better about it, and I can talk to her every single day, and it doesn't matter. You know, because she's a good person. She trusts me, I trust her, like, and yeah, I know we had an argument, you know, things happen, but that's life, you know, make mistakes, and, you know, it was just a misunderstanding at the end of the day, but nonetheless, you know, I let her have her time to express how she feels, and when she felt comfortable about it, she was like, hey, yeah, I appreciate everything that you've done, and, you know, you continue to support me, and yeah, and we're cool. So like that's true friendship, by the way. From true friendship, I'm still trying to wrap my head around and believe that someone like her is even interested in like chatting with someone like me. You know what I'm saying? But like that's it, you know. And you know, I think it's a big thing that you guys don't understand, that the reason why I keep talking about her isn't because, you know, I want anything from her. But it's because she's genuinely a good person and she treats me like a human being, not like I'm some garbage or some loser or something like that. Like, she's made me, my mental health has probably been its best that it's been because of her. Yeah, no, it's not great. It's still pretty bad, but it's not as bad as it was. And people take it the wrong way. Which, take it the wrong way. Do what you want. But at the end of the day, I'm human. And she's the only one who treats me like I'm human. Like, I'm not just some person. I'm a human being with emotions. And that's why ultimately she means so much to me, because she genuinely cares about how I'm doing as a human being. And she cares about like, about me. So, that's why when she comes to my live stream, my energy's up more, because when she comes to my live stream, it's like an actual friend is in my live stream. Someone who genuinely cares regardless of the stuff I'm going through, regardless of the things that they're going through. They talk to me. Most of the time. The only time they're not is like when they're really, really busy or they're sleeping. But other than that, she always talks to me all the time. And that's why I mention her so much, because like when I have my videos, when I have my live streams and all that stuff, I talk about her a lot because she genuinely is there for me, and she genuinely cares for me. And you guys already know everything because I told you guys a couple of live streams ago about it. So you guys already know. But she's been a really nice person. And she's been very out. That scared me. I don't know if y'all heard that. Anyways. Point is that she's been there for me. No one has ever been there for me. It's like I genuinely, for the first time ever, I'm able to fully open up about how I feel with no interruptions, no, don't feel this way, no, oh yeah, you shouldn't be thinking this way. Nothing of that. She doesn't try to change me. She tries to help me understand why I feel the way I do. And she talks about what she goes through. So then I can be like, well, I relate to that. Okay, so now I know what's going on. And I'm like, oh, these emotions come up because of this. Y'all don't believe me, probably, but it's helped me out so much to become a better human being. Yeah, it has. And I know you guys don't see that side of me, because whenever I hit the live stream button, I'm gonna be bluntly honest. When I hit that live stream button, I'm like, oh gosh, I have to go live. Because the way that people, not everyone, the way that people in general switch up, as they put it, the way that people are unpredictable is crazy. Like, nobody's consistently there for me every single day, or almost every single day. Like she is. Sorry if y'all take it the wrong way, but it's true. And I'm no longer gonna hide that feeling. Yes, I am. Okay, I'm not happy overall. Okay, overall, I am still depressed. I still have that. The depression isn't gone away, but overall, I feel a lot more happy. I feel a lot happier. When I talk to her, I smile. I laugh. We have our serious moments. We have our fun moments. Yeah, sometimes, I say something that's a mistake and I feel embarrassed for a second or two, and then it goes away. And the point is that it happens. Right? And we have our moments, but I am able to be myself. And she, sometimes I say things at the wrong time, and then I know not to say things like that at those certain times. But she helps me. She doesn't make me feel bad for saying certain things. She'll just help me figure out, when I feel the way I do, or whatever. And it's kind of the first time that someone's ever not tried to change me, but help me. And when you help me, when you listen, see, this is what people don't understand. All I've wanted was someone to listen. Not to always comment, but to listen. And that's what she does. She listens. She doesn't always comment on every single sentence I say. In every moment, she waits a few seconds before responding to what I have to say to make sure I'm fully done talking. And so do I. The same thing with me. If she tells me, I'll take a few seconds let her make it known that she's done talking. And that's what I'm saying. Instead of trying to change the way I feel, instead of trying to talk about every single thing, some things you say, poof. You said it, we listened, understood it. Even if it's negative. We understand it, poof. Next thing. Right? And so, that's what I'm talking about. It's a genuine, I can be myself, I can feel the way I feel, I can genuinely smile, I can laugh, I can do all that stuff, and it's not uncomfortable. Not a single moment is it uncomfortable. Not a single moment am I like feeling like, what am I doing? No one's ever done that. No one's ever put me first. Let me just say it that way. And it's a feeling that I don't want to lose. It's the first time I feel seen, to be honest with y'all. It's the first time ever, like ever, out of all my past relationships or anything, or friendships, it's the first time I feel seen for me. Feel seen for the human being that I am. Feel like it's okay. If I went on that thing and I started crying for, while talking about something, she's not gonna be like, hey, don't cry. Don't cry. Why are you crying? No, instead, she's gonna let me cry. And that's the thing. Like, the thing about me is I'm emotional. So when I get emotional, if you tell me, oh, don't get emotional, or you ask me why I'm getting emotional, it's gonna make me be like, I'm sorry, I won't get emotional. Even if you don't mean it like that, that's how I instinctively am. And that's what I mean. Like, I can get emotional and stuff like that, and it's okay. I've never once had to raise my voice. I've never once had to, get all riled up. I can just be myself. Let my emotions flow the way they flow. I can make a joke even if she doesn't laugh at it. I can say something even if it's not funny. Doesn't care. She doesn't care someone. And that's the thing. That's the thing that most people haven't done that I really feel like is amazing that she does. And one of these days I'm gonna tell her that too. I'm gonna really tell her, not just text her, but tell her how much she's done, because I don't think she understands the extent of how much she's actually done for me. But nonetheless, that's why I respect her so much, because I can be myself, I can do whatever, and I'm not judged. For being the way I am. Anyways, I'm gonna end this live stream here. It wasn't supposed to be this long, but nonetheless, it is. And right now, it's 10:19. It's 10:19 for me, which means I've been live for 48 minutes. Well, 47 minutes, but it's probably 48 minutes and a few seconds here. Nonetheless, what I'm trying to say is I really do appreciate being able to be myself, and that's the true beauty of it, that I can be myself. I can say what I want, and feel the way I feel without feeling judged. And yes, I can say things that, sometimes I'm like, whoa, I'm sorry, and when I say sorry, I apologize a million times, and she never really gets mad when I apologize, and so she just we just laugh about it, and we laugh it off, which is also a good thing, because when I mess up, instead of getting all mad about it, we just laugh it off, and we're like, okay, this happened, okay, yeah, you apologize, it's fine, move on. I mean, I've never done anything out of pocket like that bad, but, sometimes I've said the wrong thing, and that's, nonetheless, that's new to me, and every day I wake up, I pinch myself, I'm like, is this real? I check my phone, I'm like, is this real? And it is. And I couldn't be more thankful and grateful to have somebody who cares about me for me, for me, for the person I am on the inside. Not that person that, it's always positive. No, for the person on the inside, the person that I really am. That human being that's inside. You know what? No, I'm gonna really express that to her the next time we call, because I was going to today, but I couldn't, because She said she was tired and went to bed. So she's probably sleeping right now. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna head out with this live stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, I mean everything I said. But yeah, appreciate y'all that are gonna continue to support me. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. See y'all tomorrow.